The words didn't make sense at first. We were standing in the parking garage under our apartment in Chicago, fluorescent lights flickering above us, when my 4-year-old daughter slipped her hand out of mine, ran toward a black SUV, and jumped into a stranger's arms. "Daddy!" My heart didn't just drop. It stopped. The man laughed softly, like this was normal, like this had happened before. And then my wife, Emily, stepped out from the passenger side, already smiling. That's when it hit me. Something wasn't right. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. I stood frozen between two concrete pillars, grocery bags cutting into my fingers. "Hey, sweetheart," Emily said casually, brushing past me like I was invisible. "You're home early." Home early? I looked at the man. Tall, confident, late 30s. He didn't even look surprised to see me. "Who's this?" I asked, but my voice came out wrong. "Finn." Emily didn't answer right away. She just reached for our daughter. "This is Mark," she said finally. "Mark." My daughter clung to him. "Not me. Say bye to Daddy," Mark told her, like it was his place. That's when something inside me cracked. The suspicion started small after that. Emily became distant, not cold. Worse, controlled. She smiled too easily, touched me less, checked her phone constantly. I started noticing things. Perfume that wasn't hers. Calls she took in the hallway. Late work meetings that didn't match her calendar. And my daughter, she started slipping. "Mommy and Daddy took me to the park," she said one night. I wasn't there. That's when I knew. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I waited. 3 days later, I found it. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. Just once. That's all it took. A message preview lit up the screen. "She called me Daddy again today." You'd have laughed. My hands went cold. I unlocked it. Same passcode she'd had for years. Stupid mistake. There were hundreds of messages. Photos. Selfies. Inside our car. Inside our apartment. Inside my life. Mark wasn't new. He'd been there for months. And Emily, she wasn't hiding anymore. Not really. She just didn't think I'd look. Denial came fast. "This isn't what you think," she said when I finally confronted her that night. I showed her the messages. She didn't flinch. "It's complicated," she added, arms crossed like she was explaining something minor. "Complicated? Our daughter calls him Daddy. That doesn't mean anything." Her voice was flat, irritated, like I was the problem. "You're overreacting." That's when I realized. She wasn't sorry. Not even a little. The manipulation got worse. "You've been distant for years," she said. "You don't make me feel seen. You're always working." Every word calculated. Every excuse rehearsed. And the worst part? For a second, I almost believed her. That's what broke me. The collapse didn't happen all at once. It was quiet. I stopped sleeping. Stopped eating. Stopped speaking unless necessary. Emily carried on like nothing was wrong. Mark kept showing up. Not openly, but not hiding either. He'd park in our garage like he belonged there. Because to her he did. Then something changed. I stopped reacting. No more arguments. No more questions. Just silence. Emily noticed. "Why are you being weird?" she asked one night. I looked at her. Really looked. And for the first time, I felt nothing. That's when she got nervous. I hired a divorce lawyer in downtown Chicago 2 days later. Quiet. Efficient. He didn't ask unnecessary questions. Just nodded when I handed him the evidence. "Do you want custody?" he asked. "Yes." "And the house?" "Yes." "And financial exposure?" I paused, then nodded again. That's when the plan started forming. I didn't rush it. I watched. Collected everything. Bank transfers. Messages. Photos. Dates. Emily had been using our joint account to fund hotel rooms. Restaurants. Gifts. For him. That was the mistake. The trap came together slowly. I told Emily I had a work trip. 3 days in New York. She barely reacted. "Okay," she said. "Too easy." I didn't go to New York. I stayed in Chicago. And I waited. The second night, just after 9 p.m., Mark's SUV pulled into the garage. Right on schedule. I followed them. Not upstairs. Across the street. To a boutique hotel. That's when I made the call. The next morning, everything unraveled. Emily walked into her office downtown and was called into HR within minutes. I already knew what was coming. Mark wasn't just some random guy. He was her boss. Company policy was clear. Strict. Zero tolerance. Especially when company funds were involved. Funds I had already traced and reported. At the same time, my lawyer filed everything. Divorce, full custody, financial misconduct, infidelity backed by evidence. Emily didn't see it coming. Not until it was too late. She showed up at the apartment that evening. Pale, shaking. "What did you do?" she asked. I didn't answer right away. I just handed her the papers. Her hands trembled as she flipped through them. This is insane." "No," I said quietly. "This is finished." Mark didn't show up again. Not after losing his job. Not after the company investigation. Not after everything went public internally. Funny how confidence disappears when consequences show up. The custody hearing was quick. Evidence speaks louder than emotions. The judge didn't hesitate. Primary custody. Me. Supervised visits. Her. The apartment feels different now. Quieter. Cleaner. My daughter still asks questions sometimes. "Where's mommy?" I answer simply. "She's not here right now." She doesn't ask about Mark anymore. Not after a while. Kids adapt. Even when adults fail them. Sometimes I still think about that moment. The parking garage. The word daddy coming from her lips, but meant for someone else. That sound never really leaves. It just fades. Emily moved out of Chicago 2 months later. No goodbye. No apology. Just gone. I don't hate her anymore. That would require feeling something. And I don't. Now, when I pick my daughter up from school, she runs toward me again. "Daddy, this time it's mine." And I never let go. The end.